Hello! As you can see by the title, I'm doing like a kind of vampy little makeup look, and yeah, I got bored and the outfit I'm wearing is like kind of vampire royalty. I'm non-binary, so I don't really want to say vampire queen because, nope, not a queen, just myself. First I'll be starting off with blush, Galefornia by Benefit. Just gonna put this on my cheeks. Just a little bit. This gives me a little bit of color, even though vampires have no color. And I know my hair is a little crazy, but that's because I have a headband. My bangs will be showing by the end of it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a little cool trick that I've been doing for forever, which is using Jeffree Star's Oynx eyes. It's kind of like a contour, but I'm going to put it over my actual contour so I know what to do. And my cat just jumped onto my workspace. Okay, but first I'm going to take Smashbox's Brow Tech in Taupe Soft Brown. I'm going to take the taupe color. I think it's too light for me, but the brown kind of really gets on my nerves. And this is going to be a really quick tutorial because my phone is running out of space. And I know I'm doing my brows wrong. Don't question me. I don't normally do my brows. I just want to kind of edge them up a little bit more. I dropped it. But anyways, I don't really do my brows because my brows are perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take Maybelline's Master Contour. And I've been using this before Jeffree Star. It was my first contour palette. The blush is way too dark and the highlight doesn't show up on my skin. Like if I was to do the highlight challenge, it's a perfect shade for me. I'm just taking this Face Secrets. I think it's Sally brand. Makeup from Sally's is hit or miss. Brushes are always a hit. And I'm just doing swiping motions, and then I just kind of... And then taking this shadow and highlight from Icing. I've used this quite a bit. Taking this first shade, and I'd go like in the middle of it. I go overboard on my contour. But that's mostly because I've been feeling very insecure about me, like, just in general. And I'll take that dark color and just kind of run it across my chin, underneath my chin. And then a little bit right there. Can hardly see it, but that's what I like. And then I take the darkest color just on this little, it's an Urban Decay brush. The logo's worn off on it. It came in their like Face Naked Illuminizer palette, which I'm absolutely in love with. I know it got a lot of bad reviews from a lot of beauty gurus on here, but yeah, the middle shade's a little, but I really love it. Now going in with Oynx Eyes by Jeffree Star. That's my cats in the background. Taking this One Wild brush. and just kind of going like that. My real outfit is concealed underneath this hoodie. It's Hufflepuff because I'm a Hufflepuff. And as you can see, my hair ain't having me today. For highlight, yeah, I'm a little bit of a highlight queen. So I'm going to take Strobe of Genius from NYX and go in with this, the palette shade they have. And I do use a foundation brush for my highlighting because I want to glow. I'm using this Little Mermaid mirror they got from Hot Topic. Just to kind of not very glowy. And yes, I do the C shape, and I know it's like not the correct thing to do, but I don't care. Makeup is makeup. Anybody else who tells you different, it's like, I'm like, bitch, really? I'm taking this Makeup Revolution London Vivid, you're not gonna be able to see it anyways, baked highlighter in Golden Lights. It like looks white in the pan, and then you put it on, it's like gold. I'm like, oh. Look at that. This is gold. Sorry, I gotta bring myself up. Because I like to be a little bit extra, I'm taking this Glow palette. It's from Rue 21. And I'm going in with this color. It's called Bright and Bubbly. And when I first saw it, I was like, what is my shade? It's way too dark on me, but I love using it. It doesn't cover up that gold, but it has like very iridescent-y, almost hollow but not really hollow, like specks to it. Like in the sunlight, it looks almost hollow, and it's like, kind of blend down that. For my eyes, going in with this big fluffy Wet n Wild brush, because Wet n Wild is amazing. See, I already put like a primer in, so I'm going in with Combat from Naked Smoky palette. Just gonna use that as a transition shade. And I know all my brushes are a little dirty because I haven't had the time to clean them. Well, I've had the time. It's just, I like doing my makeup, and I end up using all my brushes before I get a chance to clean them. So I go a day where I use my fingers to put on my makeup. And then I'm going in slightly with Whiskey. Just using the same fluffy blending brush. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. Going back in with that one I used, the brush I used for my eyebrows, go back into Whiskey and just gonna line my under eyes. And I always do a messy job of it. It's very hard to do this, but not really. It's just, I get nervous sometimes in like front of the camera, and it makes me kind of question everything about myself. I'm gonna take this petite eyeshading brush from Eco Tools, and it's just really fluffy, tiny brush, and just gonna smudge that underneath. You should have seen the look I did on Saturday for a concert I went to. It was Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Country fan. Grew up on country. Grew up on country and 80s rock. Which reminds me, I'm going to see Vince Neil at Frontier City. And, Too Faced, disclaimer, I'm not going to be buying any more things from Too Faced. It's just, I don't feel like throwing away palettes that I spent so much money on. But I'm not going to be buying anything from them anymore. But I will be still continue using their little palettes and stuff. But they have a country palette that I fell in love with. I just like, everything about it is goals to me right now. And like, I use every single shade. If you look at the colors, you'll be like, how is that possible? I'm like, I made it work. But this brush came in handy for that. Taking, oh, the brush is in here. Naked 3 in Factory. Just taking a big eyeshadow brush. Just kind of going a little bit on my inner corners. Just a little bit. And I know I like stare at myself instead of into the camera. It's very bad habit and I'm trying to break it, but I'm not really doing this to make a career out of it. I'm just doing it to, you know, do it. And then going back in the Smoky palette, I'm taking Black Market just very lightly with my favorite blending brush. I call it my favorite blending brush. Even though it's like an eyeshadow brush, I call it my favorite blending brush. It just does the job amazingly. But Black Market isn't as pigmented as Blackout. And consistency-wise, it's like almost a dupe for Carbon by MAC. Like, down to like it being very gray, not very black, and like it's not as streaky as Carbon. Trust me, Carbon is like, I tested that, I'm like, nope. I'm only ever gonna buy lipsticks from MAC. My face cannot handle, I have very sensitive skin, so I have to be very careful with what powders that I use for it. Going in with another packer brush, you can take, I love this palette, Dirtysweet from this palette. And just gonna put it in the inner corner. And it didn't blend out all the way in the corner. And this is like not a very dark shade, so I am going to be layering it with something. You can see it very nicely on camera, but in like real life it's like boring. The lights help it, even though these are not professional lights. There's like a set of lights that go over the fireplace, and then there's overhead lights, and then there's lights from the kitchen area, the dining area. And there's all on me. Like, try and make this place. And then there's a little bit of natural light coming in. I really should have opened up the blinds a little bit more to let the natural light come in, but My stupid ass didn't think of that. Going in with Jeffree Star, because I'm... And going in with Rich Bitch, which, as you can see, is my favorite color. I've used every single one of these colors in this palette, except for the hot pink, which is the only reason I bought the palette. Actually, that's not true. I bought it because purple and gold are right next to each other, and that's what like got me introduced to makeup was Color Guard. We used purple and gold in the show, so yeah. I'm going in with the All Nighter setting spray, just spraying my brush a little bit, going back in, kind of just good. Tap it on the Dirtysweet. Just, when I think of vampires, I think of like gold and black and like shimmery. That's why I went ham with my highlight. Did I only do one side? I only did one side of highlight. Wow. That is so bad. And at the end, I'll show a picture of my full makeup look. Probably not gonna be able to see the highlight because I take horrible selfies. All my link to my Twitter, Tumblr, if you're into that, and my Instagram will be in the description box down below. If it's not, comment and remind me to put it in there, because sometimes I forget. Going in with the Androgyny palette, Frosting, which isn't like the most used. The most used is orange, because orange with my blue eyes looks insanely gorgeous, and I've always loved it. That's just going on my inner corner. And I'm not going to put anything in my waterline because I'm just being really lazy, and all my pencils are either unsharpened, or the ones that are sharpened are the ones that just I only use for the upper lid, because yeah, my eyelids are sensitive and they don't like me that much anymore. Going in with Moondust palette from Urban Decay. Yeah, it's mostly Urban Decay and damn. Urban Decay, Jeffree Star, and basically, okay, I'm gonna go with Lithium over the gold, and then Granite over this. Yeah, Lithium over gold, Granite over the black. I love using these. They're so like pretty. But anyways, it's like the Moondust shadows are what got me into Urban Decay, because they're super shiny, but at first they're like really expensive, so I didn't get any. I do have one single one, purple shade, and then like it was these that got me into Urban Decay, and then it's the reason why I have the Vice 4 palette, and the reason why I am not only addicted to Urban Decay, I have a slight unhealthy obsession with Urban Decay. It's such a good brand. I know some of the products are a little, you know, but literally what brand doesn't have like a few items? I know Jeffree Star, his Regina George and Princess Cut, the formula on those Skin Frost are a little bit for me. So I do end up using Princess Cut a little bit more often than Regina George. I love Regina George. But that's like my, when I get bored. But I will actually use it sometimes as a highlight. For mascara, I'm going in with the Roller Lash by Benefit. Jeffree Star's Holy Grail. And yes, I only tried this because of Jeffree Star, and then I realized how good it is, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna use it. Oops, sorry, covering my face. And covering my face again. But sorry, mascara like gives me the heebie-jeebies if I'm like looking straight into them. I'm like, I'm gonna poke my head out. And yes, I've had that happen before. Started crying black. Because it was like huge glob of it, like right on it, and like then where I poked myself in the eye with it, and it's like black. Kind of just remind me of, and the tears stream down your face. Think that's Fix You by Coldplay? I know it's Coldplay. I'm going in with Weirdo by Jeffree Star. I put that down before I spill it. Or, you know, do what my sister did to my eyeliner. No matter how cheap of an eyeliner it was. And I hate lipstick. I hate lipstick. I hate lipstick. And I will be doing something with my inner lip. Just wait a second. And of course it's smudging. And I've been doing this inner corner, putting lipstick in the inner corner of my lips ever since I remember, because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Apparently not. But now that Jeffree Star does it, everybody does it, I'm like, okay. Like, okay. And doing it thinking I've been doing it wrong. Every time I see a freaking makeup artist or someone who's highly respected in the makeup industry say, you're doing makeup wrong, I'm like, it's art. And they'll say, well, artists go to art school. I'm like, yeah. And they learn to hate art in the process, but people who don't go to art school or only go to art school for a very little time learn how to, like, learn art basics, like how to use mediums, but by not going for forever and ever and ever and learning every single technique there is, they develop their own technique that they probably had since middle school or high school, or sometimes even elementary school. And it's just like, no, art is art. There's bad art, but you're not going to tell that to someone's face. You learn by doing bad art and then you get good at it. Like, when I first started doing makeup, I was less creative than this, but I didn't know about blending. I didn't know about layering in colors. Literally, all I did was black, gray, white. Or brown, taupe, white. Pretty much, I always end up with white up here. Or silver. Because I was weird. I didn't know about doing the inner corner, and when I learned how to do the inner corner, it was by someone who had, like, a gold inner corner. I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, and I don't remember who it was. It was Selfie. And I'm going in with Pussy Whipped by Jeffree Star. Because what else would it be? At this point, seriously. And I have lipstick all over me. I always end up with makeup, like, literally everywhere. And gonna drown myself in setting spray. 1 second. And then my bangs are now everywhere. And it's a little bit messy, but I always kind of think of vampires of having like their hair all matted and just everywhere. And there, look, it's completed. I'll clean these up, probably not, I don't care. People look at me, I'm like, don't care. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. But, there you go. And eyebrows are poochy! Gross, gross, gross.